So trillions of dollars are flowing in to Bitcoin, and this is why. Let's get to it. So we've recently seen a bit of a pullback in crypto, almost 4% at the time of recording. The total market cap of crypto globally is down 3.98% at the time of recording and now stands at $2.43 trillion. Now, I am not too concerned. I think this is really normal and healthy market movements, and I do expect us to rally on out of this pullback. And look, we're seeing some really interesting stuff that, I've openly talked about on this channel a lot that we haven't seen. And I think this is a really big dynamic shift that we're seeing in cryptocurrency. So Bitcoin is down 3.34% in the past 24 hours, 8.60% in the last 7 days, and stands at 64,902.10. Now, Ethereum at 3,312.32, down 5.24%, but 16.2% in the past 7 days. Now, I have said that I think that Ethereum, even at these prices, is potentially good value. I do think it's going to outperform Bitcoin in this cycle, and I do think that we're going to get a spot ETH ETF. I think that is inevitable. So layer 2s could be also something worth looking at. But enough of me babbling on about all that wonderful stuff. Let's get into why I think trillions of dollars are going to move into Bitcoin. The Bank of Japan ends 8-year negative rates regime. Bitcoin slides to 62,700. The hike, the benchmark borrow cost by 10 basis points, abandoning the prolonged negative interest rate policy. So look, that's one thing to talk about, but here we go. The world's largest pension fund seeks information on Bitcoin under portfolio diversification plan. And look, they are a $1 trillion pension fund, right? And I've mentioned a few times on our channel that, we've seen the likes of, JP Morgan, BlackRock, ARK Invest, MicroStrategy, Tesla, like various other big institutional level players, allocating to Bitcoin. And one thing that we hadn't seen, and I said that it's coming, is pension funds allocating to Bitcoin. And for me, the pension funds is a really big aspect of the opportunity or the mass adoption that is coming. I think that it will happen, and this is really exciting news. Obviously, $1.5 trillion pension fund. This is the biggest in Japan. And I think we're going to see more and more of this come to surface when it comes to the news. Now, one thing that I did get wrong is how fast we will see Bitcoin move up in price and the how fast money was going to flow into Bitcoin. I was, I guess, going a little bit more conservative and believing that it would be much slower than this because of the sign-off lengths of time that it takes for these big companies, and pension funds is a prime example. The sign-offs that are required take time. So look, I think that there's the real big money to still come in through the likes of pension funds. And I think this is a really exciting development. But let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. And don't forget to mash up that like button. It really does support the channel, helps push out the content to like-minded individuals. And subscribe. There's so many people, more than half of the people watching our videos are actually not subscribed. So subscribe, tap that bell so you're notified when we next do a video. Bitcoin no longer trading at a premium on Coinbase, according to data. It's really interesting because obviously, there is and has been a shift in the supply and demand dynamic, right? As in, there's been way more demand than there has been supply. And I think that over the next maybe 4 months or so, the supply is going to significantly dry up. These pullbacks are really going to catch a lot of investors out, right? But I think, between $80,000 Bitcoin and $110,000 Bitcoin is going to see a lot of retail selling up. And that could potentially be a long-term mistake if that supply doesn't and continues to not meet the demand for the Bitcoin. So it's really interesting times and very, very different to what we've seen historically. So let me know your thoughts and opinions. But we got 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗧 looks to help Bitcoin miners hedge halving risk with new hash rate features. The firm partnered with CFTC approved exchange BitNormal to offer cash settled hash rate futures. So really interesting stuff, and I do encourage people to read up on this. I will drop it in our Discord for you to read through at your leisure, and the Discord is free to join, so go check it out. Grayscale CEO says fees on Bitcoin's ETF will drop over time after outflows hit $12 billion. So really interesting to see. And again, as things develop and as time goes on, fees will change and, become less. I think that is across the board, not just Grayscale. MicroStrategy expands Bitcoin holdings, acquiring 9,245 Bitcoin after the successful, convertible note sale, if I can get my words out. So again, seeing them now holding 214,246 Bitcoin, one of the largest, if not the largest in the world. And really, really interesting to see that. And again, really bullish, shows signs that, no matter the price, MicroStrategy still see it as a really good, risk to reward ratio. Bitcoin virtual machine will soon let users create AI models on the Bitcoin network. What I really want to highlight this for is to demonstrate the requirement for layer 2s now on Bitcoin. Now, whilst in the bear market, everybody was talking about layer 2s on Ethereum being a really, important narrative and, what we should be investing in, I was saying layer 2s across the board, not just Ethereum, but Bitcoin, Near Protocol, for example, Cardano, and all the other layer 1s that require scaling solutions. If they have a scaling sidechain or project or token, then these are the projects that we should be looking at. I'm currently making bigger positions in layer 2s on Ethereum. I've already done stacks on Bitcoin, and I think that these are going to be things that really are required when it comes to Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other layer 1s in the space. It's going to be a really interesting time as we go through what I think is going to be some of the biggest moves we've ever seen. We're going to see way more millionaires and billionaires made out of blockchain, and I think that it's going to be a wonderful thing. But in order to be successful in this space, I think it's really important to immerse yourself in a fantastic community. Join our free Discord, immerse yourself in a community that want to help one another become successful when investing in cryptocurrency. If you want to take it a step further and up your game, why not become a Cheeky Crypto member? There is a link in the description of the video. We do 2 weekly AMAs. We do technical analysis AMAs with our analysts. We have trade signals. We have projects, write-ups and reviews and ratings, and so much more. There's so much going on and so much content in the membership section, so go check that out. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, mash up that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Check out this latest video here from Nick this morning, talking about what his expectations are for Bitcoin, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.